Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video.
Are you ready?
Fasten your seatbelts.
Drivers, start your engines.
Race activated. Sheer passion. Change the game forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Racing with Celebs.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Racing with Celebs. This is the motor racing series that gives you that breakaway you need from everyday worries of life. As per normal, our word for the day is banking. There is more than one definition for this word, but today we will be sticking to an earth bank where spectators sit or stand. My name is Donovan Clyde, and today I will be banking with you as we enjoy another celebrity taking on the tar. Today, the action will take place at Kartzone in Pretoria. Kartzone opened in August 2018 and it has been growing since its opening. Our celebrity today is nobody else but television beauty Reandi Grey, who is on our screens every day on the long-running soap Seven the Laan, in which she plays the part of Estie for Sheer. A couple of years ago, she flung onto our screens and stole our hearts as a struggling single mother on Seven the Laan. Today, she is one of the leading ladies on one of the leading South African soapies. Today, we will be putting this actress' driving abilities to the test to see if she can learn to race as fast as she can learn her dialogue. Time to cross over to Johan for more on the track.
Thanks, Donovan. Welcome to yet another episode of Racing with Celebs. My name is Johan Snyman and today we'll be racing karts. A car is nothing without a track. Join me as I show you exactly where we'll be racing today and what the track has in store. The Kartzone circuit is 730 meters long with an average lap time of around 40 seconds. The karts have recently upgraded with their engines, going from 270cc to 422, giving their clients even a more thrilling racing experience. With this additional power, they have the fastest rental karts on the African continent. Compared to any other rental karts, their karts are 4 to 6 seconds per lap faster. Now that we know more about the karts and the track, it's time to introduce you to our celebrity, Reandi Grey. Reandi, welcome to Racing with Celebs. It's nice to have you on the show.
Thank you so much. Awesome to be here. I can't wait. Very excited.
Have you ever been on a karting track before?
No, I can't wait.
And your expectations for today?
To beat my husband. Because he's very competitive.
So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Well, it's time for our safety briefing. Let's go.
Thank you.
Stay buckled up to your seat as we take Reandi Grey around the Kartzone track here at Swartkops in this edition of Racing with Celebs. A big welcome back to Swartkops and to Kartzone again for the second time in this season. This time out though, we're catching up with Reandi Grey. Better known of course as Estie for Sheer from Seven the Laan. If I'm not mistaken, I think I actually sold her house on Seven the Laan in the one little attempt at acting that yours truly had. Great to have her here, and of course final instructions now being given by the team before our karters get out there. One of them will be her husband, who'll be joining her as well, Deerwald Grey, as he and this beautiful young lady make their way out onto the track for the first time. Big action expected here. 3 races in our Racing with Celebs series in the karting fraternity, and all going to battle with Johan Happ, Stefan Venter, and look out for Jaco Wessels, Philip Jones, and of course our very own Johan Snyman. As they get off the line, it's going to be side-by-side action, and into turn 1 they go. A good start here is exactly what you need to do, because Kartzone is 730 meters, and average lap times around here are about 40 seconds if you don't do something like that. Steph Fenton's got it out of shape there big time. But out front, let's see what's going to happen here between our celebrities as they try and hang on for a potential win here in the first race of 3. Remember, Kartzone basically stays open almost all week if we're not under lockdown scenario. And you can bring your youngsters out here, and Leroy Polter and his team will take you through what you need to do to ensure you get the best out of these incredible little karts. 270 cc's and of course 420 cc engines. Those are basically the engines that are available and derivatives that are available at the kart circuit. It gives clients a thrill of what actual racing is all about. Usually happens on race days, big race days like the Passion for Speed Festival and the Extreme Festivals that happen here at Swartkops. This circuit is open during those times, and you can watch the action out on track and then come and try your own skills here at the Kartzone. Looks like a little bit of an in-house family battle going on there. Dierwald going at it with Reandi. And Reandi just keeping it all together and moves to the front end of the field for the first time. Overtaking by the looks of things and coming through. Looks like it's going to be Reandi Grey's 1 and 2. There's a little 85 kart of, in fact 88 kart of Dierwald Grey just getting forced to the outside. We're on board with Reandi, looking straight into those eyes. Eyes on the prize now as she's at the front. And looks like she's just trying to get away now. Remember, with the lady driver, probably going to have a little power to weight ratio advantage over the bigger guys in these karts. And when you make mistakes like that, well, Dierwald has snuck through, so has Johan Snyman. There's our point of view camera on that Spirit helmet of Johan Snyman's as they come through. And that little GoPro strapped to the side will just show you exactly what it looks like as you picture it into the rights and lefts around this 400, the 400 meter marker there of the 730 meter track at Kartzone. Don't make mistakes like that. You've got to break into that final corner. It catches a lot of guys out. We've already seen it on a few occasions in a number of races around the circuit on previous editions of Racing with Celebs. But here we go. It's Snyman now trying to close down on Grey. Grey hangs on for the win. Can she possibly keep it all together for a couple of more corners? This will be an incredible outing for the first time out. And some of our usual contenders in this category or this form of racing at this track have found it a bit more difficult to close down on the lady. Here's a late break there from Snyman. Snyman tries to get it off, but he locks it up and just squeezes through, but can't make it stick. It looks like that was a great bit of driving to keep it at the front end there from Reandi. Reandi Grey just hanging on for now. Snyman, closest rival, putting the pressure on. Looks like problems in the background there for Stefan Venter. Venter's got it out of shape as well. Well, she helped out there from the crew from Kartzone, getting the kart back on track. Grey keeping it all together as they come through now to the closing stages. Remember, this is race 1 of 3. The 9-9 kart all over the back. If you want to be following this young lady like Johan is doing at the moment, and you want to be getting onto those social media platforms, it's Reandi Grey Actress on Facebook and Cheerfully Grey on Instagram if you want to be following her and you are a fan of the young lady, of course, who's been in Sievendelaan for a long, long time as Esti Forshire. She's in a couple of other leading roles and of course has become one of the leading actors and actresses of this country, but the leading actress today certainly at the front end of race 1 results. Well done, beating out Snyman and Venter.
It was awesome, I won. It was a bit difficult at the beginning. I wasn't sure how easily the kart would flip over, but then every turn I went a little bit faster, and then I got a hang of it and I won.
First race and first place, there's nothing wrong with that. Now she takes the lead into turn 1 and gets the whole shot again. Now, are these boys going to have an answer? I don't think so. You got Snyman, Haps, Venter, Dierwald Grey, her husband, and Grey is putting the pressure on right from the word go. And slamming into the side there of Jaco Wessels and Philip Jones in the mix there as well now. But if they start to battle like this and continue battling like this, it's going to give Reandi another chance to get away. And that's exactly what happened in the first one. Only one who could really run with her was Johan Snyman, and Snyman is there into second. Looks like coming through there in third place is the 88 of Dierwald Grey. Then you've got Stefan Venter. Here comes a move. The 4 kart of Philip Jones just squeezing out on number 7 there. Johan Hapst. How's this fight? Mid-pack fight here. 4 guys going at it. There's not usually enough room to put 4x4 into one corner, but they tried there and nearly succeeded. A bit of chopping and changing in that second pack of carts, and it's a great dive here in the second pack. Led out at the moment by Reandi Grey. Reandi doing a super job, I've got to tell you. This is not a bad effort here from the big man. He's holding off the 4 cart of Jones. Jones with a bit of pressure from Fenta. Fenta trying to keep it all together. Just runs a little bit wide. Now watch out, remember the back end of the cart is slightly wider than the front end, and that's certainly caught a couple of guys out in the past when we've done karting and racing with celebs. Oh, Snyman applying the pressure there and looking for a way past, but Grey was up for the challenge. She certainly knew exactly what to do coming out of that corner, and in fact that maneuver coming from behind didn't quite work out. He lost about 2 kart lengths. He's made it up now again as they come into turn 3. Nice move. Oh, diving through. Possibility of a lead change. Yes, he's got through and made it stick. Snyman hits the front now. Grey going to have to try and answer the call and come back. That the man has just taken the lead away from her. Here they come. Oh, there you go. A bit of a problem there. And Snyman just opens up the door and says, no, you can have that back again. Maybe he passed under yellow flags there and realized that. Bit of smoke coming out of the back end there as well. Is that Philip Jones starting to smoke by the looks of it? And he might have put too much two-stroke in that one. But the number 4 cart is now up into the mix, and there's 4 carts going at it for the lead. Dealbelt closing down on his beautiful wife out front. Can he find a way past on Johan Snyman and then go at it to make it Grey's 1 and 2? Right now, it is Reandi out in front of Snyman. And looks like just squeezing into 3rd place is Dealbelt Grey. Grey ahead of Jones, ahead of Fenta, ahead of Hapst. Not too much further to go in this second heat of 3. Grey pulling away now from Fenta. Fenta's pulled away as well from Jones. Looks like Philip Jones might have had a bit of a problem. We did see that cart smoking, so maybe that had a bit of a terminal issue, but has he been able to come back? Oh, Fenta late on the brakes, trying to squeeze through. Here comes Hapst. Hapst is in the mix there as well now, onto the back end of Grey and Fenta. The 2 of them going to close down on the big man, and looks like there's a move there from Fenta. Yes, he just gets on the inside of Reandi Grey. Grey trying to come back at him, cuts back. Looks to try and get on the inside line into turn 2. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. They follow line of stern. That's what karting's all about. That's how you see it in National Championship karting. You'll have about 10 karts, though, basically bumper to bumper, coming into corners like that. Reandi Grey now has lost the lead. Snyman has got through, but she has not been able to find a way past back on him this time out. Probably a legal move this time. And oh, Fenta onto the inside line and just didn't quite get the line he wanted coming out of that corner at turn 3. Now onto 4. They go into the back straight. It's Hapst, who's now moved through into 3rd place ahead of Fenta. Reandi Grey down to 5. Good driving here from all 3 of these guys. And oh, as I say that, commentator's curse there on Fenta. He just gets it out of shape. Reandi Grey coming back into the mix again. Can he find a way through? There's a good possibility if he gets good drive. Turn 1. And then just keep the corner speed. Carry the corner speed. He's done that. Oh, this is good stuff. Can he get through now for turn 2? No. Has the door firmly shut, and in fact slams into the back end of Fenta. Fenta caught him out on the brakes there. Leaders coming up onto the back end now of Reandi Grey. In fact, looks like Reandi Grey is about to get lapped by his missus. Oh, can you imagine the conversation on the way home with that maneuver? That's going to be a nice conversation to have. Can we get a GoPro on that one, please, Racing with Celebs team? Here comes Reandi, following Johan Snyman through. Snyman going to try and find a way through on Dealbelt. Dealbelt hanging on, though. He's not going to make it easy. In a normal race situation, of course, he'd be given the blue flag. I think he's realized that. There you go. That's the move he didn't want to see. And a cheeky little wave as well as she goes past her husband. There you go. Come on, what are you doing out there? Do you know how to drive? Great stuff and great camaraderie out there too. Checkered flag comes out. Snyman's going to take the win. It looks like Hapst is going to get 2nd and Grey is going to come through for 3rd. Stefan Fenta in 4th ahead of Reandi Grey, Jacob Wessels and Philip Jones. So from 1st place down to 3rd, we go into the 3rd and final heat now of this incredible day at Kartzone. Front row once again there for Reandi. She gets the whole shot and leads Fenta and Hapst, with Reandi Grey slotting into 4th place ahead of Johan Snyman. And look at the young lady. Oh no! She's made a mistake, and there's a couple of guys. Oh, there's 7 car pile up into turn 2. And it's Grey versus Grey getting out. All of the season campaigners have not been able to avoid the carnage into turn 2. Let's have a look at that. The restart. It is Grey who leads out. Great stuff there, as you can see. And this time, everybody keeps it smooth and steady as they go into turn 2. Haps in second. Johan Snyman there in 4th place, being pressurized by the looks of things from Reandi Grey around the outside. Didn't quite expect to seal that chaos into turn 2, but they've managed to sort it out, do a restart. Oh, and there you go. Snyman tagging Grey. Grey saying sorry about that, had nowhere to go. He didn't have anywhere to go. Reandi though, leading out on lap 2 and pulling a big margin now. But a mistake. That's exactly what happens. You've got to keep your concentration all the time. And as much as being at the front and into 3rd place, she drops down to 4th, 5th, and possibly 6th place now. Realizing just how quickly motorsport can hurt you. 3 car going into turn 1. Oh, and Snyman loops it out as well. Here comes Grey. Grey going to take up one more position. Gets through and finds a way past. Fortunately, makes up one position courtesy of another driver's mistake. And once again here in motorsport, also learning the curves, learning the race lines, and learning that you don't give up, especially when you're making mistakes. And I think what we're seeing now is a possibility of Reandi starting to feel the effects of karting. Karting takes a lot out of the upper body, and arm strength is probably now starting to take effect. Certainly not being able to hang on as well as what she did in the first one. We're on board with Johan Hapst as he closes in, trying to find a way through there. And can he find it on the 9-9 kart? No, not just yet. Very close stuff there. And Reandi Grey just hanging on. In the background, Stefan Venter coming along for the side. Johan Snyman in that pack as well. Here we're back on board with our celeb. Reandi Grey just pushing it to the limit now, trying to get to as high up a position as possible. Dives through, finds a way past one of the slower karts as they come through. In fact, one of the slow karts, I think, is actually her husband again. Yes, she's overtaking him again. Oh, it's going to be war at home by the time they get to the end of this one. Oh, and Haps gets spun around. Haps gets spun around there big time. So coming to the closing stages now, there's nothing in it. The checkered flag is out. And Reandi is the first person to take the checkered flag. She gets the win ahead of Stefan Venter. Jones in 3rd place. It's Johan's name on Haps and Vessels. And Reandi Grey eventually coming through for 7th place. A great effort there from our young lady. Let's catch up with her down in pit lane.
This was epic,
amazing.
yeah. No, just climbing in one of these small little guys and not knowing what they can do. It's honestly impressive what they can do. Yeah.
But you get very confident and you think you can do what you cannot do. And then as the races go by, you get worse and worse and worse and crash more. But it was so much fun. Thank you for having us.
And I think I've lost about 5 kgs on this thing. It's honestly a workout. Wow, impressive.
Reandi, after the 3 races, we are pleased to let you know that you're the overall winner for the day.
Well done, man.
I want you to say it.
Yeah, well done.
Who's the
Well
winner?
deserved. Well deserved.
Showing the boys the way around the Kartzone, Reandi Grey taking the overall win and disappointment, as you can see from Deerwald. Join us after the break as we catch up and bring her back down to earth and find out what's happening in Seven de Laan and her career.
Reandi, welcome back.
Thank you.
You have joined Seven de Laan in 2017. How did you get the role of ST Fouchier?
Well, drama is what I always wanted to do, but it's a very tough industry, so I studied graphic design to have something to fall back onto. And then I almost didn't go for the audition because I was supposed to get married. Well, I did get married that Saturday, but I was supposed to go for the audition on Thursday. But we had a DIY wedding, so I was like, I can't go for this audition. We've got too much to do. And my husband was like, just go for it. We'll drop everything that doesn't really have to be at the wedding. So I went for the audition on Thursday, got married on Saturday, went on honeymoon for 2 weeks, landed back Sunday. They phoned me on Monday and said I have to start on Wednesday. So yeah, it was actually just all like that. And we were anyway supposed to move to Joburg because of my husband's job. So and Seven de Laan was in Joburg, so everything worked out perfectly.
Perfectly, yes. Yeah. While on set, what was the most funniest thing that ever happened to you?
So my character was a stripper, yes, and I didn't know that. So I got onto set and one of the characters, Rikus, Andre Lotte, said to me, oh, you're the girl that's going to jump out of the cake. And I'm like, no, it's definitely not me. And he's like, no, you play Esty. And I was like, so that's how I found out she was actually a stripper. So yeah, that was quite funny. And then I had to jump out of a massive box and it was like I've never done drama before. I don't have confidence. I don't know how the industry works, and it's at a bachelor's, so it's like the whole cast of guys sitting there, and I have to jump out and do a little dance. That was very funny and very embarrassing.
I can imagine. How do you prepare for the next day, for your scenes?
So luckily I'm quite good with memorizing words and stuff like that. My best subjects at school was the memorizing stuff, not the maths and the science and that stuff. So we get the scripts like 2 weeks in advance, so then you can start going through it and prepare for it. Yeah, but I'm a very visual person, so I just visualize everything happening,
Yes.
and that helps me to remember the
that's
words.
awesome, right?
Yeah.
What motivates you?
My love language is quality time, so I think people definitely motivates me to be with my people, and especially now that I have a daughter of 9 months, making sure that she's happy and my husband is happy and satisfied in life, that just motivates me to get up every day.
Yes. And how would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Oh my word.
Oh, that's fine.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got quality time, me alone time,
Yeah.
what do you like to do?
I love drawing and macrame. I don't know if you know what that is,
Yes.
but it's, so anything like practical that I can do with my hands, painting or sculpting or creating, anything like that, it kind of makes everything else disappear and just I can focus on that. So
Yes.
being creative basically.
Where do you see yourself in the next, let's say, 5 years?
I would love to do a movie, but an action movie.
Yes.
Like Tomb Raider or something like that.
Extreme.
Kill Bill, yes. So this is right up my alley. I love it. So I would like to be further in the industry. Drama is definitely what I want to
Yes.
do. So I would still like to be in the industry, but something bigger.
Yes.
Movies and stuff like that.
How will you motivate young up-and-coming actors, actresses that would like to join movies, soaps?
Yeah.
What will your words be to them?
So it took me basically 28 years to get into the industry. So I would just say that you mustn't give up. It sounds like such a cliche, but it's just true. You must keep on trying and go for audition after audition after audition. Get an agent, that's the most important thing.
Yes.
And just don't give up. I know it's hard to get a no after no after no for audition, but I mean, I went through a million no's and now I've been at
You
7
got the
for
yes.
like 3 years. So just keep on trying, and everything is experience. Even if it's just a small audition, it prepares you for the big audition.
Yes.
So just
Yes.
keep on trying and do as much as you can.
Reandi, thank you very much for your time
Thank
today.
you so
I
much.
hope you've
It was
enjoyed
lovely
it.
to be- I have. Thank you so much.
Only a pleasure.
We hope you enjoyed all the action this week on Racing with Celebs. Next week, we go to Midvaal Raceway with the BMW Car Club Racing Series and Natalie Germanos, our cricket commentator.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Racing with Celebs. I know you have enjoyed it as much as I did. For more information on this series, sponsors and celebrities, please visit our Facebook page Racing with Celebs or our website racingwithcelebs.co.za. Stay sexy, make good choices, Asia.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video.